Hey, what's up, guys? This is your host, Max. And this is Maximum Raids, hanging out in AxeYouSomethin. The other day I uploaded a miners video and I had someone DM me and they said, yo, Max, man, I love the raids. They're great attacks, but what is it about a base? What do you see in a base that makes you decide to do that attack or that strategy or come in at that angle? And after we went back and forth a little bit, I started thinking about it, and I said, hey, great idea for a series. I mean, I have a handful of ongoing series here on the channel, and I decided, they all kind of come together in a sense, but I decided to do something new here. I'm going to call it Observation Deck, and we're gonna take a look at a base and what I saw, what about the base made me do what I did. We'll watch the attack. That's how the series will go. Let's check out a couple wars ago against Frenzied Faction. Just a random spin, match these guys. AxeYouSomethin with a big win, 114-100. You don't see those very often. Let's see here. I think it was this one here. This is a 10v10. Yeah. All right, we'll pause it. This is my second half of my 6-pack 10v10, and I was kind of looking for another base to to finish up that 6-pack, and I started looking at this base, and I'll give you a minute to look at it, and what do you see? But one of the things that really stood out to me about the base is, and I'm not judging, I'm not saying that this base is hard or this base is easy. Look, I mean, it's a Town Hall 10 base. I had to hit one, and I looked at this one and I was like, yeah, I can beat this base. The thing that really stood out to me the most about it was this channel that runs through the base. Okay, now there's a little one here, that runs through, but I was really focusing on this one here, and Queen Charge is kind of one of my things. A majority of my attacks I like to do some sort of Queen Charge. And so it kind of fit my, my attacking style. And, imagine being able to charge all the way through a base without a wall breaker or a jump. That's what this design gives you. It gives you the ability to charge all the way through it without ever needing a wall breaker or jump. And that's insane value that the base builder is giving you. Now, hey, it comes with a catch, okay? He's running a double Ice Golem Loon CC, okay? So on one hand, he's inviting you, perhaps he's inviting you to the charge, but on the other hand, he's also bringing a double Ice Golem. And I remember in chat. I mean, I'm coming up with formulating this idea, and I remember in game chat, I was like, is it crazy to charge a double Ice Golem? I don't know if I've ever done it before. And we're seeing so many Ice Golem CCs now, and I'm not sure if I even recall very many double Ice Golem CCs that I've attacked against. I think maybe I Sui Lalo'd one or two, but the guys in chat were like, it's a midweek, just do whatever, and I was like, screw it, I'm going to do it. So, what I was seeing was, now this was a cleanup attack, okay, and I saw some really cool value here with like a slammer, right? I mean, you could do a slammer here, and then it, it would kind of do something like this. And then when it pops, you could put some loons in it, and it would basically, there's even like a Tesla right here. I think there's a Tesla up here as well. But the slammer would kind of like remove this section here, right? And you see I brought a lot of minions. You could use some minions over here to kind of create a funnel, and then you could start your queen right here. And with the slammer working this way, and then maybe like your BK working that way, your queen would just kind of step up here and take out this building, and this building, and then she would kind of work her way this way, and then she would go in here. Okay, so the slammer is the slammer and the king are funneling up top, and the minions are funneling down below, and then the queen will just kind of charge right through the base. And so that design, that base build design, really invited a queen charge to me. Okay. The slammer will take care of the Inferno Tower up top, so I won't have any problems there. When the queen steps into this little nook right here, she's going to take out the air defense, and then she'll take out the cannon. She'll meet the CC right in here, and then she'll take out this air defense. Maybe she takes out that air defense first, actually, then the CC. So, there's no air defense problems on your healers. There's no Inferno Tower problems on your healers. And so the charge it really just invites the charge right through the base. It's kind of funny. You'll see here I bring 3 rage with the attack. I'm thinking like, okay, if I'm going to do the queen charge and I'm going into a double ice golem CC, then I'm dedicating myself to the charge. So I bring 3 rage, thinking that it'll probably take 2 rage just to get through the CC. I think I almost end up using 3, actually, almost like 3 rage to get through there. And so then I start thinking about like what's left if that is gone up here and this is gone here, and my queen starts to go here. Now what's cool is my king kind of wraps around in here, and I think like maybe the barbs kill the enemy queen and the enemy king. So my queen, my queen's job begins to get really easy because she doesn't encounter either hero. Okay, so you can see what's left. The queen kind of does this, and I think she'll even get this bow here. Obviously, she's going to get stuff like that and that. So you see what's kind of left is something, like here and up through here. And this is what I was envisioning when I was thinking about this attack. And I was like, okay, if I send, a hound like this, and then I like send some loons in behind it. And I think there's a Tesla right here. So if I send a hound here, and then I send loons in behind it like this, okay, it's going to really join up well. We're going to use a haste there, and I think there was like a haste here as well, and then maybe a third. I think maybe there was like a third haste right here. Okay. So that really just leaves this back part here. Of course, I am worried about the wizard tower, and so that's what I bring the heal for. And I'm going to drop the heal here. Now, funny thing on this raid, you'll notice I have a hound that's still up, and I mean, it is barely up. But my brain I was so programmed on dropping the heal that my heal, I think, actually prevents my hound from ever popping. And it gets really close to a time fail. The time is really close on the attack. But fortunately, because my queen is still alive, because the charge was just so OP, the base just allowed the charge to happen, I'm able to clean it up just in time. But looking back on it, I probably would have rather not dropped the hound, or not dropped the heal until the hound popped. Then I could have probably dropped the heal. But I had so many loons. Maybe I may not have even lost one. So many loons just joining up here on the back end, and it really was the plan just came together exactly the way I thought it would. And besides just being a little bit close on time, it was a perfect attack. That's how I saw the base. The base really invited the charge. And guys, let's watch the attack.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head. Then I start to see. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I'm disgusted with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face. I stare and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
There you go, guys. Plan really came to form there. The bass just really invited the queen charge up the middle. It was obvious that was a good plan. I actually swagged a poison on the attack, and it would have probably helped the charge. It would have slowed the ice golems down a lot. But that's it, guys. Observation deck. Hey, I'm your host, Max. This is Maximum Raids. Welcome to the fucking show.